that are under the central government payroll. That is in form of personal levy. The action taken, Chair, following the resolution of the land dispute, the local authority has been conducting engagements with the community accompanied by the issuance of demand notices and has since collected 49,053 kwacha, 15 way of the said amount. Now this has further been supported by the use of bulk messaging system in the distribution of reminders and constant engagement with PEMIC. Chair, on fees and charges, which response in terms of cause and action also applies, Chair, on licenses. It also applies on the levies as well as the permits. So the cause, Chair, was that the favorable variance was due to increased business activity captured by an updated database in the district. And the action taken, the local authority increased the 2024 budget to capture the increased economic activity. And Chair, on commercial venture, the adverse variance of 2,342,246. The negative variance was as a result of budgeting that was based on the income and not the profit. And in terms of the action taken, Chair, starting 2024, the local authority commenced to budget for the expected profit and not the income, as the case was. On the other receipts, the positive variance of 479,324, Chair, the cause is that the positive variance was due to the funding or the compensation that was realized from an insurance claim for a motor vehicle that was involved in a road traffic accident. The local authority, in terms of action taken, the local authority used the claim to supplement the procurement of a new motor vehicle. In terms of national support, Chair, equalization fund, the negative variance of 452,658. The negative variance was as a result of the difference between the received funds and the budgeted amounts. This was, of course, caused or necessitated by the deductions at source for Zulao, Lasif, Fire Sus, sort of payments. On the other grants, Chair, the negative variance of 200,000 was as a result of non-receipt of grants in lieu of rates. Chair, on the remedial, we fellow Chair have submitted on Appendix 1 the supporting documents that relate to our submission. Chair, on the remedial measure taken, we're saying the Council has put in place a budgetary control system to monitor and closely supervise revenue collection and conduct quarterly budget performance reviews. And Chair, on the second part of the question, where there were some balances that were brought forward. So, Chair, on management response, we're saying the cause of the query, management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to report that the unspent funds amounting to 1,076,239 kwacha included an amount of 859,048 kwacha, which was December local government equalization fund and was reserved for personal emoluments. The balance was, the balance, of course, from the 1 million was meant for the guest house operations. Chair, on page 4, the action taken, the funds were utilized as planned, and we have attached Appendix 2 for the details as to what relates to the exact expenditure. In terms of the measures taken, Chair, we're saying management will endeavor to expedite the implementation of budgeted items. Chair, in terms of the annual, the adverse performance on revenue collection, as it is captured on page 5, the Chair, I beg to submit that what I submitted earlier on is exactly the same. With your indulgence, Chair, I may proceed to the other one.
Please do.
Thank you. Chair, the other finding was failure to achieve target outputs. And Chair, management response on the cause, we're saying management first acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to report that the cause for failure to meet targets was due to financial constraints, as the local authority only managed to produce one newsletter. And further, the website, Chair, was officially handed over to the local authority in November 2023 and immediately became operational. Now, this was after the training of officers that were assigned to manage the website. In terms of the action taken, management has since allocated enough resources in the 2025 budget to be able to produce quarterly brochures in addition to one newsletter. We have also submitted further evidence under Appendix 3. In terms of the remedial measure, we're saying management will endeavor to implement the council annual budget in line with all the planned activities. The Chair, on the waste expenditure, where the council paid penalties in form of NAPSA contributions for NAPSA contribution delayments. Management, Chair, acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to report that the cause of the query was the delayed payment of NAPSA contributions due to council's inadequate funds at the time. Action taken, management wishes to report that effective January 2024, the council has been paying NAPSA contributions on time and avoided any penalties arising from late payments. The remedial measure, Mwense Town Council will continue to prioritize remission of NAPSA contributions as and when they become due. And we have since appended in terms of supporting documents under Appendix 4. Chair, Part B on appendices. I think the first one, Chair, is on the unqualified audit opinion. Chair, we have left it. We take it that this is a commendation. Appendix 2 is on the unutilized funds, as it were, the 1,076,000 at the close of the year, which response, Chair, is similar to the earlier one that was submitted, where we explained on what these funds were utilized on. And the same appendix, that is Appendix 2, has the same details. With your indulgence, Chair, I move on to Appendix 4.
Please do.
A failure to secure properties with title deeds. And where, Chair, management acknowledges the auditor's observation and wishes to report that at the time of audit, the council was still in the process of acquiring title deeds. The site plans have been submitted to Surveyor General